Hello, Snowmans. And if you haven't noticed, well, we have 12 more hours until this lovely event ends. The Sugarfest will be ending in 12 more hours. And may I say, I've been in a lot of events. I've been playing, remember, since 2020. I've seen a lot of events. I've seen good, I've seen bad, I've seen medium. And for the past couple of years, 2023 and 2024, the best event for me was the Christmas event. Why? Because ROCLAWS was there. But that's where my channel got created, so it's like it has to be his event. It's probably gonna be his favorite event forever. Well, you're wrong. This event not only changed my YouTube, it got me a lot of fans to come and to now get views on my video, which I love it when you guys watch my videos. It makes me wanna post more often and be like, all right, come on, I have to post by this deadline. So anyways, it's not like I'm being forced to do this. No one's forcing me. I love doing this. You can ask my mom. She does not like it when I do YouTube. I love doing YouTube. I love it. It's one of my most favorite things to do. It's so much fun. I love posting videos, and it's what I was doing when I didn't have a YouTube channel. I'll check the update. I'll think of what to say, and I'll say it to myself. Now I can do it on YouTube. And what's up, Dragon? And now people are watching it. And excuse me, Dragon. And all of that. So that's amazing. But may I say, this event was like none other. I've never seen an event this good. Look, for Christmas we get the ginger skating, the gingerbread skating. Yeah, we got this in our river. Not only that, it got an expansion, and we're getting more candy eggs, the currency. I've been in every Easter update. Springfest, Cherry Blossom Festival, Easter when it was eggs and you had to run around to get them. This was the best Easter one. This is better than any Halloween I've ever been in. This is better than any Christmas I've been in. And this is better than any single summer I've been in. And I've loved the summer ones. That's when I can grind the most. No. Last year was actually one of my most favorite ones also. The cannonball minigame. It was so good. But this one has changed the levels and interaction. We got a cave where you can mine and buy little chisels. It's not like buying a pet. It's you working for the pet. The Mochi Meow. It's not you buying 125,000 candy eggs. You have to wait for night, then open and then mine down all the bones. It's not like a normal event. This is not a normal event. This is the best event. A lot of people agree with me. Trust me. Look, the Mochi Meowlets. Same cost as a legendary. It actually got lowered, by the way. But it's so interactive. I love that. The Cocoa River. It's not like, the crocodiles are just there standing, You have to wait till nighttime for them to go to sleep, and then you adopt one. And the last and final one, which was the most interactive thing I've ever been in, the jackpots. The sugar dice game. Oh, may I say, this one was it. It made me post something every day when I did not have anything to post. Crazy, right? And if Adami just continues doing this, it gets them high. It gets their player high because look, the players has a reason to come in the game, not to just say age up their pets or do some mini games. It's something for them to do, and not only that, you get a nice little jackpot. You get some stuff. This event was for not an event. This was an entire season. And yes, you can complain. Adami used AI. I'm not saying that they didn't. But at the end of the day, every game uses that. Every YouTuber uses that. Or a lot of them. A lot of YouTubers uses that. For thumbnails, video ideas, you name it. You name it. AI has taken over the world. And when you guys see Adopt using AI, just don't get mad. They're just trying to release stuff fast for us and not pay a lot of people. You know, if you think about it, you know they're not replacing jobs. But whatever. I don't want to get in that AI topic. But the fact that they copied Knockout, which I love that, but they made it so much more better because Knockout, pay to win, super boring. Like it was fun at first, but it just got so boring. Pay to win, a lot of collabs. This one did it the best way. It's not pay to win. You get to choose, and I loved on how they featured where whatever is your main pet, or if you only have one pet, you're that pet. And if you don't have a pet, you're a waffle. Well, even. And I love that. And I love on how you earn candy eggs and doing tasks. Man, that saved me a lot. I'm not a task person. I wouldn't have $81,000 if it wasn't for this. I wouldn't have $81,000. I got a lot of my money from anime movies, but the most I've ever gotten was from this event, from the task. And all of the pets, you can't complain about any one. The one that I hate the most were the rabbits, but they, not gonna lie, looked amazing. They still looked amazing. All of the pets looked amazing, had their own area, you know, it's like the Halloween, you know, little events where you can buy little stuff and all of that. But this was just made it so much more better. Each pet was a pet that you wanted, not for inventory only, because it looked nice. It looked amazing. It looked cute. It looked amazing. The Jiggly and Gerbil Jam, my most favorite minigame I've ever been in. And look, I love the Cannonball minigame. I like the ROCLAWS event minigames. This took the table. This took the crown. It took the crown, and it now has a castle. I'm telling you, but this one was so good. I loved it so much. And, you know, at first I was like, another lame game. Oh, please. And look, we only got like 1 to 2 toys, which I'm not complaining about that. I could care less about toys. Most of the toys just sit down in my inventory. But look, Halloween and Christmas, they had furniture. They had Sugarfest also had furniture. Look at these furniture. You're not gonna tell me that you don't want this shirt. You're not gonna tell me you don't want a gumball machine. You're not gonna tell me that you don't want a gumball light or a little game thing or where else? Or a candy like fridge. You know, you're not gonna tell me that you don't want last one a waffle water fountain. It writes. This event was the most interactive event, the best event. And Adopt Me needs to take notes about this because it's actually got them extremely popular. What's actually behind you? Nothing? Okay. Sorry, I was so curious. But like, look, each building got a little decorate. You know, salon, pizza shop, something like that. Didn't really get decorated. But I love on how they did with the vehicle car. And I think they did that with every building, like a little something. The map would have looked like 10 times more better. But this map alone just looked amazing, you know. It wasn't all negative like in Halloween. It wasn't all so cold in Christmas. It wasn't all hot in the summer. And it wasn't all so cherry blossom and just, you know, look the same for Springfest, yeah, and Cherry Blossom Festival. No, this changed it. This is the land of happiness. If you think of happy, other than heaven, heaven is the king land of happiness. Other than heaven, this is the other land of happiness. The trees look amazing. I love on how they did amazing with this. But yeah. So please appreciate the Sugarfest. Adopt Me did the best that they can, and they served so well. Where even the old players came back. Even Adopt Me were getting a lot of players. So, and I'm sorry, the April Fools this year. I've been a lot of April Fools. I've seen every single one. I've seen the Fool's Egg, Tootie Kitty, Rock when it was a pet, like when it was only a 1-day pet, Rock when it became a pet, the Shadow Dragon. I've been through every single one. And this one took it also. It didn't bring back a random thing that's like, oh, I don't care. It brought back a little scam, and it reminded us of the Mega Fly Rate sandwiches. When I used to see Mega Fly Rate sandwich, man, and Fishy Blocks even made something, I think, with the Mega Fly Rate sandwich, like, you know, this was just not a sandwich. It was, a piece of old Adopt Me. Look at this. We don't have a cliff in Adopt Me. We just have mountains. Look at that. We have a cliff now. This was the best event I've ever been in. I've never seen a rainbow in Adopt Me. What did we get? A rainbow. I've never seen the map look this good. And Adopt Me did that overnight, by the way. One Friday, 11 a.m. From being the boring map to being this colorful map. I'm sorry, but I've never seen that hot air balloon ever change. They literally changed it to like a little gumball, or not even a gumball, sorry. A little, what are those things called? I forgot the name. But it's like, this event was so good deep in. I love on how they changed it, I'm not gonna lie. I was getting tired of those kids, they're always looking at me like, come to the neighborhood already, huh? Sorry, but this was the best event I've ever been in. Appreciate it, guys, please.